Good morning, guys. We did the bulletin a little bit earlier than normal. I try and get it out for 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We got it a bit early, but the reason for it is I'm watching gold and that the ATR is going absolutely bonkers. It's moving more than it was doing during the COVID pandemic. We were moving $1 per minute. So what I suspect that we saw a big clear out of retail positions, which we can see on the QDB scores, and we look at the open interest on gold and we scroll right, and we're at 9,000 lots floating about on gold, and we were above 10,000 on Friday. So it has taken quite a lot of positions out. That can just tell us that stops are raided or people took profit, but I think it's probably likely stops are raided. We would look at gold price, it's absolutely bonkers. And let me just reset this, and we can see NU, AU, GU, AC at the top, so like of Kiwi and Aussie at the top, and we've got some Euro down here and the dollar Swiss and the CAD Swiss down there. So looks like a risk on day if you look at the flags, because these are risk on currencies. However, we're negative, so we're seeing a bit of a strange day today. So these should be positive, but we might be topping out on risk, which I'll tell you about here. So there's no sign that there's going to be a reversal. The only thing is perhaps we're a little bit skewed because there's 18 people trying to short indices versus one person buying. That can get to about -20, -21, and then it's the top on indices, and then the bears get completely destroyed and they give up, and that exodus en masse impacts the sentiment, obviously. So what's going to happen is that indices will continue grinding higher, pending that they're going to remain bearish, and not only remain bearish but add to that bias. So there's no indication that we're going to see a risk off day today. So these could be good longs, but you'd want to be really careful. And you could maybe argue we're a little bit overstretched as well. The Dixie can't keep going down in straight lines. It has to zigzag, doesn't it? Unfortunately, things don't go in straight lines. It'd be nice if they did, but we have to see retracement. So on a fundamental, sentimental view, these could be good longs, but you've got to think, well, is it a good time to enter? I don't know, could we possibly be risk off? Yeah, we could be. So just sit on your hands, just monitor. As long as you know where your exit is, it should be fine. Note that we've had quite a bit of score change on these as well. So ideally, you'd want the score change to be positive with a positive score. So yeah, these could be good longs, but I'd probably keep an eye on the score change. If you're looking to buy these, and they've really sold yen, and by selling yen, we see a nice increase in the performance. That's how that works. Okay, they go one way, they get destroyed. Okay, let's show you the indices in gold. Well, I'll show you the robot because there's not much to talk about. We've got 3 positions running. Friday was horrible because with the Powell speech and the euro. What happened was this move, it took our stops out because this H4 candle was huge, and it meant that we had our 25 pip stops taken out, which is quite frustrating. But we have to have good risk management. That's it. We can't make an argument against that. We need to have good risk management. But inevitably, this might actually have been a good place that we did get stopped out where we did, because this might continue to fall. We're still in an ascending pitchfork, so you're looking for longs, but we might just want to come and get stop loss clusters, which is possible now, isn't it? 108.59, yeah, like less than 10 pips away. So possibly grab that. Up we come. Yeah, just an eye on gold as well. So I'll show you gold, and this is the massive punishment box that we created here. So this isn't them going long, this is them going less short. There's not going to be many people out there who are going to be buying gold up here. This is less short. Okay, so let's draw a rectangle and we can map this box. So we should be below this box, assuming that they're going to continue to go long. They're going to try and buy this dip. Okay, so if you've got a bias on this, you don't want that to come down. If it's coming down, it's going to be a buy, and then we'll probably raid further stops higher up. So Yeah, so this is the punishment box. This is a big supply, and this is the largest supply that we've seen in years. The punishment box. Hopefully you understand they've gone long or less short, and it's taken out liquidity. So this is like a punishment box, okay? So this is the reason why the bulletin's up, done quite early, because I woke up early and wanted to just monitor. And the ATR is going absolutely crazy. So you can have like a micro lot on this, and then you can do really well because the volatility is so great. You can make quite a lot of money. So as long as you know where your exits are, you could look for a short at below 2070, but you'd want to be really careful. It would be a very risky sell, but this is the punishment box there, okay? And that's less short, not more long, but less short, okay? And so we should really be below that box, okay? But we'll have to wait and see. Not a trade recommendation to trade this, but if you were looking for a short, wait for 2070, okay? S&P. Now they'd sold it, so you know what happens. I'll become and it will continue to do this until they're given up, and it's going to be quite painful. So it looks like we're quite bearish these last several hours. We could come down to the box. If so, then we might see a stronger dollar potentially. You know, near term dollar strength, some safe haven flow to the box, where it's going to be a buy. So yes, that's S&P, US 30, and we chopped a bit. So they went long here. Then it's, you know, price fell. See how they've gone long. Price fell, but it was short lived, and of course they sold. I'll become so 3.6. Yeah, it's a 150 point move there from then going long. So we might be making another risky sell, but that would have to get the crossover. Okay, and then lastly DAX, and then back to monitor mode on gold. I think 2070 could be a good level there, so keep an eye on that. And they've sold it there, so let's draw a box. Oops, let's map that box here. Which one is it? Here-ish, isn't it? Yeah, so we saw like a little dip below, which is a bit naughty, but it could probably, you could argue it's probably like a trap where price does come down, just to, you know, ensnare them, and it becomes, so it's very, very painful if you're short. We're very, very, very skewed now. There's 90% of people who are short, and there's only 10% long, so we've, you know, really got quite skewed. And that's it. So I'll wrap up now. Short video today because there's not that much to talk about. It's just an eye on gold at 2070. We could potentially see some retracement to some boxes like the S&P. If so, there might be some safe haven flow, but it'll be short term. So and also probably SLC probes maybe on cross dollar below for a bounce. Okay, so trade safely, and I'll speak to you guys soon.